The same day, the same hour, we are all been in the social media, including the international community. You have come out immediately and you denounce and you condemn that what was said is not right. Why will the international community to be the first people to come out and denounce this? Why will UNIMIS be the first people to come out? Why will the Tricas country, why will be the UN be the first to come out and denounce this? And after 3 days, that is when the government of South Sudan will come and denounce it. It's because the government of South Sudan did not want to denounce anything. But because the international community, because the whole world have talked about this, and the whole world have said this is not right, and they have condemned this and they have condemned this, that is the reason why Attenjwet is coming out today to denounce Johnson Oloy. So this is what the government of South Sudan have been doing. After they come out and killed the innocent civilians of South Sudan, they will always come out and cover it. And the international community keep quiet about it. But we cannot accept seeing the government of Salva Kiir, of Paul Nang, of Makwelwes, of Attenjwet today, which even Atten used to criticize the government when he was removed. And again he's put and he's trying to do this. Is here to cover out. But the whole world have seen. The video is there because when Olunj was making this statement, he was not making this statement as himself. He was making this statement on a government mission that he was sent to and the troops were leaving. He was going to send the troops to go to war. So he was sending the troops as the government of South Sudan. He was sending the troops when he was sitting in the office. So this is something that all of us know. Olunj did not say this statement in his house. He did not state this statement in Juba. He did not state this statement in Malakal. He did not say this statement in Bargazal. He did not say this statement in Uganda. He said this statement in front line, being sent by the government, and the government was aware that Olunj went on a mission to go and send the troop to go to war. So they sent him with the message, and immediately he went and gave the message. And that is it. So they cannot come out today and fool. They want to make us think that we are stupid. We are not stupid. We are wise and we think better. And now it is not only we, the South Sudanese, who are condemning this. The EU international community, you have been part of this. And this is very good because the pressure we gave the government is what made Attenjwet today as the spokesperson of the government to come and denounce and say, we don't know Olunj. They even say that he's not educated. When you listen to the video when Attenj was talking, it was a disrespect on a government employee that they sent on a mission with a message, and later on they come and say they don't know him again. And it's not the first time that the government of South Sudan is denying this. Before, they say that there was coronavirus, and they come and say, no, they did not say this. They have denied a lot of things. They have even tell us to go and hang ourselves in the trees because there's a lot of trees in South Sudan. And trees are not made or planted for people to go and kill themselves, but to serve the environment and protect the nature. That is the work why we plant trees. So we are all aware, And as we speak now, Kual Manyang have been sent to the front line. Paul Nang, you have seen there's a picture of Paul Nang, a picture of Kual Manyang. They're sitting in front line because they already know they are planning to remove who? They are planning to remove Oloin. And when they remove Oloin, Oloin will rebel. Oloin will rebel and his soldiers again will fight against the government. And that's the reason why they send these two to go and protect their position. Because when you are in the government of South Sudan, when you are in the government of Salva Kiir, you must make sure you dance the rhythm of the music or the drum of Salva Kiir. You don't just eat money of Salva Kiir. You don't just take the position of Salva Kiir. You must defend the position. If you fail to defend the position, he either arrests you or you rebel if you manage to escape, or he killed you or he put you under house arrest. These have been the drama that have been going on and on and on and on. So now I am so happy because everybody is watching. All these things are happening in our naked eye. The SSPDF are on the ground, no food, no medicine. Let them go and kill themselves. And today, this is what we have. So, now it's the government. Whoever is in Juba, Paul Nang is not in Juba. Kual Manyang is not in Juba. Whoever is in Juba will soon lose their position. Because government of Salva Kiir is a temporary position. When you are given a position by Salva Kiir, don't shake yourself too much. Don't think that now you are there to stay. You are not there to stay. Just like it was said by Ezekiel Lol, that if you don't protect the government of Salva Kiir, you will go with Salva Kiir. So if you don't protect, then you will get out. He will kick you out and bring in another person that will continue to protect his position. So this is what is happening in South Sudan. And this is so interesting, actually. I'm like, how does it feel to be in the government of Salva Kiir? This is a question I've been asking myself, really. How does it feel? I think being in the government of Salva Kiir gives you blood pressure. Because every minute you can be removed. Anytime you can be jobless. So being in Salva Kiir government, I think these people have blood pressure. Because when you don't work, he doesn't give you a position. He remove you and put another person. So at Tenuek, we have, please, the international community know the government of South Sudan better than even the people of South Sudan. A government that manipulates its citizens, manipulate the SSPDF. You come and pay SSPDF fake money to go and so that they can go and kill themselves. They can go and die on front line, and their wives and their children will continue to become orphans. Because what government of South Sudan have give South Sudan is a lot of widows. The government of Salva Kiir have give South Sudan a lot of widows, a lot of orphans, a lot of land destruction. These are the things that we have achieved. And the worst part is the death rate of the government of Salva Kiir since 2005 up to today is worse even compared to the death rate of when we were fighting for Sudan. If you try to sit down and check it, this is too much. We have gone through hell. And that's why I said before, if the time Salva Kiir will come down, whoever will survive that time deserve to receive a certificate of survival because you have survived in the government of Salva Kiir. It's not easy. Some people come and say, make sure you write. If you have stayed in Juba, write in your CV that I've stayed in Juba, because staying in government, surviving and staying in Juba under government of Salva Kiir, and you survive, That one is an experience that nobody even need to talk, because it's an experience that worse. You have given everybody trauma. The soldiers are selling firewood to survive when he's sitting with money and his children driving big cars, driving helicopters. The soldiers walk from Sherikat, from all over Corwillium, from everywhere, going to build farm, and in the evening again they food without no food for their children. How do you want the South Sudanese to stay? The soldiers have been too much loyal, too much resilient, to a level of it's beyond human. I ask myself, what do Salva Kiir use? Salva Kiir, what does he use to keep people become too much loyal to him, and he eats alone and he doesn't give them food? It's so funny. All the people that stay in the government of Salva Kiir, if now we can open their heart, I think a lot, we will not even believe these are the people that are staying that are in the positions of Salva Kiir. But they can't speak because they have accepted to be slaves. They have accepted to dance the rhythm of the government of Salva Kiir. This one, finally, he's going to Hot in Juba and its members. Hot in Juba, Emmanuel Jal came and gave a statement. And you went so fast and so quick to come and say that Emmanuel Jal is tribalist. In 2025, from March, the citizens of South Sudan, the Upper Nile part, the children have been bombed. There have been bombardment in and on, day and night and day. It played with the government. Not even single day did you come out and condemned the killing of the children of Ulang and Nasser. You did not. Not even single post did you come and post. And who do you expect to come and tell people that the Nuer children and the Nuer women are being burned alive by the government of Salva Kiir, when you who think you are the media that everybody thought that you are for South Sudanese, you keep quiet? iRadio was not posting these things either. SSBC was not even talking about it. All of you are posting when the government have a statement. You are only saying something when the government announce a document, or when Makwelwe came and say something against the innocent. In that time, it was not Juba, it was Ulang, it was Nasser. It was far away from Juba. Again, recently, it went to Ayod. They were being bombed. You did not even post anything. Same to SS. You did the same. Who do you want to come and announce to the world that Nuer people are being genocide? They are being massacred. They were massacred in 2013, massacred in 2025, now with even involvement of bombardment, chemical weapon, of aeroplanes that come from Uganda. And imagine, to make the water worse, the resources that Salva Kiir government used to go buy those weapons, these are money that are being taken from the children where these people that are being killed, the resources come from. The oil comes from their areas. Their children and women are eating water lily. And most of them stay in UNIMIS camp or an IDP camp. And you continue to go and kill them. And you don't talk about it. And the government, anytime is asked, just like they have come now and denounced that they don't know Uluñ, that they did not have anything to do with Uluñ, and Uluñ say these things on duty, is the same thing that will come and say it was IO. Those children that were being bombed, they were not IO. Those women that were sleeping at night that were being bombed, they were not IO. Those youths that were in Nasser, that died in Nasser, they were not IO. And to make this thing even worse, the list of the government soldiers that happen to be Nuer, that lose their life in Nasser and Ulang, they are not listed anywhere. They are not listed in this government, in this even court case, this kangaroo court, or this court case that is happening in Juba. You don't find Nuer names that were listed there. You only find other tribes. This clearly tells us that Salva Kiir government belongs to only him and his tribe. We cannot come and lie to ourselves and sugarcoat and cover everything. For what? We cannot cover it. The truth has to be said. The truth has to be said. Salva Kiir have been looking for solution for 21 years. This solution that Salva Kiir have been looking, is it solution to finish the South Sudanese? Is this solution to finish the land and clean it and burn it with chemical weapons so that it cannot be able to produce any resources? What solution have Salva Kiir been looking for? Because if it's resources, he have the resources. So if he have been looking for solution to build roads, then he have the money. He will have built roads. He will have built schools. He have been given several peace agreements that he signed, and he have never implemented them. He have never signed this whole peace agreement and implement them. He always implement them half, start a war, and everybody go back to the bush. And later on, he will come and blame it to other people. He have sent away activists. He killed them left and right. What kind of solution that Salva Kiir have been looking? Does the SSPDF ever ask themselves? As the government members that are with him, that dine with him, have ever asked themselves? Have even you ever asked Salva Kiir, what kind of solution are you looking for? Because we don't know the solution that Salva Kiir is looking for. Or maybe Salva Kiir have been keeping himself in power and continue to loot the resources of South Sudan and keep for his children and his family. So that when he's gone, his children will go to any country in the world and enjoy that blood money, and enjoy that corrupt money, and enjoy the resources of South Sudan. What solution? Have you ever asked yourself and find the solution that Salva Kiir is looking for? Because he had everything. He had everything. Even this war that is happening, Salva Kiir have a solution to this war. This war that is happening now, that is killing children, that is killing women, and Uluñ came and say even the chicken finished them. Salva Kiir have the solution. Let him release the political detainees that he keep in his house. And we will go back to peace. And people will talk. And peace will come. But Salva Kiir doesn't want peace. Salva Kiir wants to die in his position. Salva Kiir wants to die in his position. Salva Kiir wants to continue to destroy the country even to nothing. He wants, by the time he's gone, there is nothing that is left in South Sudan. We are now called the poorest country in the world. Everywhere, South Sudan is the poorest country in the world. When you look at the country, we have a lot of resources that are not even yet touched. But we are the poorest. Why? Because of Salva Kiir government. And then there are some people that have brain and come and open their mouth and saying, you this, giving. The Nuer children are being killed all the time. Since 2013 up to today, it have never stopped. And when we want to come and talk about it, you open your mouth so big and say we are tribalism, that we are tribalists. Who will speak on behalf of these innocent Nuer that are being killed? After their resources have been taken, after they have been pushed to IDP camps, after they have been pushed to UNIMIS, after they are being killed and turned against each other, been destroyed. Just like you see Ezekiel Lul making noise in Juba, supporting Salva Kiir. We have other ones that Salva Kiir have sent to the ground so that they can go and continue killing each other. Why is Salva Kiir not sending Dinka's generals? Because he have Dinka's general in his government. Why is he not sending Dinka's general to the Nuer land so that we will know what is happening? But he's using the Nuer generals. Send them and go kill your people. And you, without even thinking, you take those ullits, you take those equipments. With empty stomach, you don't even have food. You look so malnourished and you go and kill the innocent Nuer. How do you feel when you are inside those vehicles driving them to the Nuer land as a Nuer son in Salva Kiir government and you go and kill them? How do you feel, those generals? How do you feel when Salva Kiir is telling you go kill your children? When you are in the SSPDF or a Nuer child and Ulun was saying go and kill the Nuer children, go and kill the Nuer women, go and kill the Nuer chicken, go and kill the Nuer livestock. How did you feel as a Nuer child? Because if we don't talk about these things, there is nowhere we will talk about them, and that's why South Sudan will continue to rotten and rotten just like the way it have rotten now. Because Sodom and Gomorrah is better than South Sudan. Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible is better than South Sudan. Now as we speak, Salva Kiir have turned South Sudan to become nothing. And he's even coming out and asking people, are you okay? Makwelius is coming and asking people who are international community. You don't know international community? You don't know international community? You know international community. But when your government is touched, you want to say you don't know international community. Who will you do dialogue with? Who will fund you? Because the only thing you know how to provide money for is funding the conflict. Sending millions of dollars to Uganda so that you can be given those weapons. You can be given helicopters to come and kill. And another new thing that I saw yesterday was posted by iRadio. Atenuek came and opened his mouth so loud and told people that the government have acquired a new system that will detect those who are giving hate speech on social media. When the SSPDF or have been attacked by cholera and they have not sent medicine to the ground, but they have resources to do what? They have money to go and bring a new system so that they can continue to, I don't know, do what? Don't you have any one project, any important, at least one thing that you can do, that at least one day we will come and say, at least there was this one thing that government of Salva Kiir did. Nothing. There's nothing actually you can do. You only want to destroy the country. There is nothing that at least there will be one thing that people will pick and say Salva Kiir have done that is positive. Everything will be negative about the government. Enough is enough. And I will finish by saying this. The international community, Ruth, have not accepted what Atenuek came and say, that he or the government is not part of Wolony, that Wolony was saying this on his own. I know, you know, SSPDF know, IG know, I know all the G10, because South Sudan have millions of briefcase parties that came as a result of rebelling of the government. Anytime someone rebel, they start. Even yesterday, we have the son of a former fighter. He came and became a rebel, because yesterday we have a new rebel, and I believe today we already have another rebel, which is Oloin. Because Oloin will announce himself. Even if he have not yet announced himself, he will go back to the bush, because he have been going to the bush all the time, and he will also go. So yesterday we had a new rebel in the country that came and said he's fighting the government of Salva Kiir, that the government of Salva Kiir must go. So we have another one. The son of Kirbino came out yesterday and said Salva Kiir must go. So the country is full of rebels. If they come and call them terrorists, many people like that from his government and come and say that they rebel, and he's coming and saying this government is good. How can such a government be good? That everybody is rebelling, including Nial Deng Nial also rebelled some few. He was the one that at least have been followed by this one. So every time they are rebelled and they are rebelled, and other innocent people are just keeping quiet. Some are even waiting to dance. Why do you want? You even have generals that are being sent to the Nuer land, and they are Nuer to go and kill. And you are seeing even somebody like Kirbino, the son of Kirbino, is also rebelling, and he's a Dinka. If the government was good, why will those people be rebelling? So, Oloin said what he said on behalf of the government of South Sudan, because he said that when he was on duty. He said it when he was on a mission in front line, and it was the government of South Sudan that said this, because they want him to rebel. They want to send him out. They want to find a way to remove him. Just like, how did they do? They try, they remove General Akol when he went for a mission in Dubai. They sent him on a mission on Dubai, and they remove him. When they remove him, they gave him a position of becoming a governor of Warab state. When he arrived, they remove him, they put him under house arrest. They did the same thing to who? They did the same thing to Bolmel. They did the same thing. There's a lot of people. They did the same thing to Honorable Lambos when he went to Addis Ababa, then on a government mission. Then he was removed. When he came back just like. And there's another one, this is also that was removed when he was still in New York. He was representing the government in the UN mission. He was removed when she was still there. And she said, so this, we are all learning. And my last question, Nuari. Matoto dial, toto biakene. Nuari titeka kume Salva Kiir. Toto dial doneaneke. A woman did a long man. Majeka kume Salva Kiir. My ajik a jankian to take elkaja. Maba bang the Jeffany jang. A woo. Koma ban ka fanya jang mo na goide de la ban fanya jang kya. Mo na goide de la ban fanya jang. Ya de ban fanya jang. Ya shama ken kuma kele ya tuo. Ya wonga se kali do na ngu I do na pende. Ya ling ba mani shiga daka mani shiga yiwe ya we ye shiga anymore. You have seen the rumors that is going on. Ayandi Jonadi, Ayandi Jona Salva Kiir ya dang. Ya gor. This is what is going on now again in Juba. Shiende. So, wang and shiende, but wang position there. Ka wang shiende. And then be a murmur cover dun guamo. And wang will ever be at a kabolo medid. 2021 shall it be 2026 Salva Kiir but 21 years in power. University Sudan ya gur karunde jandara wiye ken. Dr. Garang yete kuore kaninde jandara wiye ken. kon Sudan a history yen dungara ruana wala me ya benga ure dan ki dire ya benga na ku bengas na kut kananga ay yoran ngat kano bi ben ka ji shendun ngodi ti ke room instead by O2 ana goy de long kana kene kun abai jojin general bi rodu yang wash di tai de fan bang ayawe joy general nuora madong awai rodu wana bayina kasal fakir janan wang joge kaban ke finya janke biya ba kaf kore yet nguma go along ma je ka kuma sal fakir ngan go ba ngash mo go along je ka kuma sal fakir ma ya je na ita kongo ngu ya nyos ko kon nuori yerong o yen ai otiangu because min gore bi anyos ko o ya jo tingu bi gore bi anyos ko tia bom lakin bom dun yore tuno ko kwai ti toti idwa yore man nuore ti toti idwa kana gati idwa yore ka nyo jobe ti ke rete nyin ngwan yore rete nyin ngwan yore rete kon kelti idwa yore ka nyo tupe yore ka nyo tupe reti konti do yore ke nyo tupe ke kuma Salva Kiir mai pen kuma Salva Kiir ya pen ti la go ka dia le atol ya shoka wang you do ne wuje Salva ka wuje do ka Salva ba ya shar ya going to matana roi de le di ba wan pesham bikan ba wan peshwe bikan ba wan niam jima we ba wan doti ma we enyen yani e nyurti na tedi biya ugor biya wan ke la je shemari dina nuar la wadi de soka kume bi washang lakin ma wisu washang bi wanika ha mai so la da la wishang ai so mai kula so shang bi wanika bi wado atana ram kal mayo la reawe amari nuari bena mai nuari kom angan de wador tawali de jor de wador juri winika nuari titikana te lodge magwa kana te pelaka madung did anjani yakana ke ko pelaka dien didalong tika lodge rana na tele kan jur tikon anjan ko la yakana ke so you rodu gora bishing dor kaji shenun katin kailo ji shenun bianye yen politician ni algwami bibo tuana kon nene ba ko bobo no tayari ba na wang kilo ju na jet aya nuore tit oriam dun ya tum kangu ya riam dun tum kangu ko lare ko joko ya ko lere me bae kula ngash o ne titi ra ke titi jakati wi na nuori ti aya ko ai ke nuori ba ko kula ngash titi ke nuori ko mo ye nuori de lo jun jal dunga ye nuori ye de ngor mani wale ate ke nuori te jakka ka front line na wi na rodon bi aga do tu o ya wanga dor kun na ga mari nya tere ka bi angore ma biade o riem nuora ya wani kare dun ke foin dun tano biro wosh biro gor wan do toitin ma ye gor biro mar go me o toy ni go zo bi toitino mo ane me o gor ji bi ben tel rama bi go ko at the end of the day yang ya wen nakaye ma ya cover nakaye nuora ni nana roda ramin je lose nuor tele jor ma je lose guamo ramin je lose nuor right ko ne ti liu ana yawa ye do mo ai wana ana ite te kasare ke nuori ma wi ke wana ba ana ite te kasare ke nuori tele Salva Kiir ma je kasare tele jurte je ka kasare ken akon bas ko bi ji shenun bina kwon wono bina kwon wane bana kwon kre enjani titin tit la coin ne kere kon binwari titi ya ja kui kume ba coin anyo binwari te ya ja tin te ya wono bi coin ane ti kunya nuora re ne ni e coin ne kere pe kume salvakir kunya nuori pe amete nuori tina kunya nuori nene di jekelus kangani wi nuori tela jurta wi na kon angu bana pinkyong ka pon kon ka mai to ko kana kwan ko kana mai anyota ya moy na yakwan because la nga generalatin tiri riang rai nuora kani ka generalati kume to salvaki tiri riang kani ka tela duor me ajer nuori titika kume salvakir humiliation by lel kan era idian yer kay lel kay yer joken lel kay yer mo yen ti lor kare nuora ti akay lor mani wunde ti kay lor ay nuora may rande kel maraj dal keke anguno ekon so angu bi nuor koñ karew mani wale mani ma ya to de nen wulo nyani aku woyo wulo nyani aku gao ya ga yene de jio wulo ya ga yene jok a wulo ajina binante yira mangotino bi wurma dong gang kuor mani ne wurma dong bi gang kuor mani ne wurma dong bi gang kuor mani ne nguma ngot ka salvakir ido no ke na mon tela mo ke ono tela mo ke tuo ka jema ido no be mon bas enye ni ngot gore bi amon na ke leje ma wa mon bi o ko ka ke la salvakir bi o ko ka ke la salvakir bi o ko ka ke salvakir nuori titikel ke salvakir tadi bi o ko ka mo wa waliu janon ko e gankuor mo wa waliu tadi bi o ko ka ke leje ke ba o ko ka de jeroane ngana na nyaade ke gade ya de kunkel ke je na nyaade ke da gade ya ga de kunkel ke je ba ko ni jikele je so question dara oti baka tu ka nuori titi kor kume titi duba itingaria keke akatei lakini titi timoika maiti wi na nuori ti angu modi de long moje kor salvakir moya je jang jalti kairar kol salvakir angu mama haje long obi koin na nuori re bi nuori kui salvakir koin bi nuori kui titi kui nuori bi koin diogi na biya wa kokel ke salvakir mo wa waliu yetwa she maren kan tiba balaranto yane rodan bi mer yane bi no bane gamin ma fi kon dial bane rar bane gorodi uloin metikon me roje wi kom yel roje la ulonya late roje la uloñ rama ya jeka mission e kume salvakir ko welu nyande ini o yana i salvakir wenelo i gen council of elders wenelo yi pol na wenelo wiake o we are worship yore pal ko eje dong ko eje shik ko eje ur ko eje man palea chema beba nong na lor meya o belar ko gor ka duoma ba kob ne je ba shum ne je ko jan ya ngot ya wosh yana na wala ya ga yara da jiyo tana da jiyota ya ga tana da jiyota ka ga ya ga ne je so biati kamal bikus dan ruwana wala me arwan shunga ruwana wala me arwan shunga yishwang roda bibas yana mi yalar ka Isaiah ruwana wale arwan goya and one guy. So matara mangod ya diu ya. You a diu. Malrodu use. Yina ba ngare pininan. Yina ba ngakol Salfakir nan. Tano butoy guama dong believe tin. Wala bijoy. Ya tema.